Ninja Gaiden 4. How can Team Ninja improve it? And can Ninja Gaiden 4 be saved? Let's talk some more about Ninja Gaiden 4 and how Team Ninja and Tecmo can improve future games in the franchise. This video is part of a series where we find ideas and ways to bring back Ninja Gaiden into the limelight. First of all, thank you all for leaving a lot of valuable ideas and genuine comments on my last video. Overall, it showed that Ninja Gaiden has still a huge fan base that would love to see Ryu return. That's why I want to discuss some ideas you brought up in the second half of this video. But to truly understand why Ninja Gaiden has a hard time getting a sequel, we need to know what happened back in 2012. And this is on my mind for a long time. It's been bugging me, giving me restless nights, and I'm losing sleep over it. Of course, I'm talking about the mismanagement of the Ninja Gaiden franchise. So if you're familiar with gaming, you probably at least have heard of the Ninja Gaiden games. A series known for its harsh difficulty and the get-good mentality in order to master it. That's what kept the Ninja Gaiden series alive for the last 30 years. And can we talk about celebrating an anniversary for a second? Just imagine you celebrating your 30th birthday and nobody's showing up. Isn't that a sad thought? Is there anything announced to celebrate this special occasion for Ninja Gaiden? No. No announcement of Ninja Gaiden 4, no remaster or re-release on modern systems. Team Ninja and Tecmo have been silent about the Ninja Gaiden games since the disastrous release of Ninja Gaiden Yaiba in 2014. For over 4 years, we haven't heard a thing about our favorite ninja. And the last entry in the series was a spin-off title that burned and turned off a lot of the Ninja Gaiden fanbase. So it's time to go back in time once again. And while last time we talked about the rise of Ninja Gaiden to fame and how great Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden 2 are, this time unfortunately, we have to talk about the fall of the series. But before we get started, grab yourself some pizza and a Red Bull, kick back and make yourself comfortable, and let's take a look at Ryu's desperate struggle to survive.
Your embrace of the evil way has consumed you.
Evil. The ninja way knows neither good nor evil.
In 2008, Ninja Gaiden 2 released to much critical and commercial acclaim, and marked a high point for the series. After a successful reboot with Ninja Gaiden 2004, Ninja Gaiden 2 followed up as a worthy successor. Hopes were high that Ryu would reign supreme over his opponents. But during the development of Ninja Gaiden 2, dark shadows loomed over the Team Ninja HQ. And so it began, the beginning of the end. The first two games were directed by Tobunobu Itagaki, a visionary and strong leader of the Team Ninja clan. His vision for the first two games and his strong lead brought the developers together and forged the now beloved classics. But during the development of Ninja Gaiden 2, he was involved in a scandal and had to leave the company after finishing the game. So with the huge success of the first two games, it was only a matter of time until a third installment would go into development. With Itagaki gone, two new directors had to take over in his place, Fumihiko Yusada and Yosuke Hayashi. Also a new writer was hired for Ninja Gaiden 3, Masato Kato, a series veteran who'd been working on the classic Ninja Gaiden series. With the new Team Ninja set up, development for Ninja Gaiden 3 started around 2009. A time where realistic military shooters and easy to access story-driven character action games were dominating the market and the mainstream audience. After the success of Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2, and in an effort to appeal to a new audience, Team Ninja stepped away from the classic Ninja Gaiden formula and the over-the-top violence that defined Ninja Gaiden 2, and instead focused on a more story-driven experience in Ninja Gaiden 3. At E3 2011, it was revealed that Ninja Gaiden 3 would also include a multiplayer mode for up to 8 players. so all the boxes were checked for mass market appeal. And for reference, and before we continue, this seems to be a clear warning sign for every game franchise. The focus on a mass market means losing the core values and identity that made a franchise unique. But for Ninja Gaiden 3, it wasn't only the gameplay, but the way the story progresses too. Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 had a straightforward plot. This is the bad guy, this is your motivation, go! Ninja Gaiden 3 wanted to go away from the stoic and few-worded protagonist by forcing in some unneeded and badly written character development, focusing on Ryo and his personal struggles while having to deal with a terrorist attack on a global scale and some real-world problems. But not just the story got an overhaul, the gameplay suffered too. Little to no weapon variety, the upgrading system is much more streamlined and the save points are replaced with a more realistic option. Nimpos and items are pretty much non-existent, no healing items and just one Nimpo that clears the screen. Ninja Gaiden was known for its fluid combo system with a variety of upgradable weapons. It was brutal at first, but finding the rhythm to the game was rewarding and addicting. That's what made it great. Story was never the selling point, but Ninja Gaiden 3 detached itself from what made the series successful. Half the fun was knowing what combos with what weapons worked on each enemy. All the weapons had a different rhythm to it. Knowing when to absorb the types of essence was important for the ult techniques. Countering, blocking, Izuna dropping, memorizing combos, that was the classic Ninja Gaiden formula. There is also an added stealth element in Ninja Gaiden 3, but stealth is not what I think of when I hear Ninja Gaiden. And the funny thing is, it is only used in a very restricted area at the beginning of the game, with no use after that. It feels strangely similar to the footprint mechanic in Metal Gear Solid 1, where outside the initial use, it is never brought up again. But contrary to Metal Gear Solid 1, Ninja Gaiden 3 failed to tell an intriguing and coherent story and have focused and interesting gameplay mechanics. And oh hey, QuickTime events are back! Everyone loved those in 2012. Ninja Gaiden 3 was a watered down experience to appeal to a wider audience. And when the game shipped on March 2012, it underperformed. Fans of the series hated it. There was a reworked and upgraded version for Ninja Gaiden 3 called Razors Edge, which addressed some of the issues, but overall Ninja Gaiden 3 was just an average action game. And those who survived the fires of Ninja Gaiden 3, called the hardcore Ninja Gaiden fanboys, only lived to face a new nightmare, Ninja Gaiden Yaiba. But that's a story for another video. The problem here is Team Ninja and Tecmo have been changing the formula too much. And the sad thing is, Ninja Gaiden could be so much more, in a time where single player games are rising to the top again with classic games returning like God of War and the upcoming Devil May Cry 5. The holy trio of character action games could be united again. But I don't want to give people the impression that Ninja Gaiden 3 or Yaiba killed the series, because it didn't. Ninja Gaiden is still a very strong franchise. It has a track record of great games. Yes, it is at a low point right now, but it's also the perfect time to give a new title in the series a fresh start. With that said, let's take a look at how we could improve Ninja Gaiden 4.
It is a shame that such a sword must go untouched, such power unused. Alas, I am not of the dragon lineage. The sword is not of my concern.
Last time we established that these 5 points are mandatory for Ninja Gaiden 4. And I asked you, what do you want to see in a new Ninja Gaiden game? And first of all, thank you for the many responses and great conversations that we had in the comments and on Twitter. It seems like a lot of people still care about Ninja Gaiden Tecmo. So let's discuss some comments here. Most of you guys wanted either an HD collection or a completely new game in the series. Something I can wholeheartedly agree. This would be fairly easy to pull off for Team Ninja, because Ninja Gaiden Black is running smooth like butter on Xbox One. But let's get into the details. Devastator's Pissed One said, multiple characters that can be used in any level, like Ninja Gaiden 3 Razors Edge. That is a great idea. I would love to see some classic characters get some more screen time in Ninja Gaiden 4. Murasama in Ninja Gaiden 2 looked freaking overpowered and would be fun as a secret unlockable after beating Master Difficulty. Or Murai with his BS nunchuck attacks from the first boss fight in Ninja Gaiden Black. Spamming these attacks would be so much fun. Or bring back Rachel's abysmal running animation from Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Like, what is wrong with her legs? Just for the goofs and laughs. Lolliet Uchiha said they should show more of the backstory between him and Joe Hayabusa, his dad, and why the Hayabusa clan got the legendary dragon sword. A lot of you guys also mentioned that Ninja Gaiden 3 killed the story for you. While Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 were more fantasy based, Ninja Gaiden 3 took the realistic approach. I believe Ninja Gaiden 4 should go back to the classic Ninja Gaiden setting and storytelling. While forming a bond with your dad sounds like fun, I'm more into the second thought. How did the Hayabusa clan get the legendary dragon sword? In ancient times, dragons still roamed the earth, and in a struggle for power, one of the dragons betrayed the others, the Dark Dragon. The dragons united and placed their remaining strength into one of their fangs, creating the ultimate weapon, the Dragon Sword. This divine weapon was entrusted to the strongest and most spiritually pure warriors of mankind, creating the dragon lineage bloodline. It was passed on over generations, ending up in the hands of the ultimate ninja, Ryu Hayabusa. Another interesting plot could be how the Hayabusa village and the castle of the dragon came to be. There is a note to be found in Ninja Gaiden 2 which explains in short form how the Hayabusa clan got entrusted with the safety of the land surrounding Mount Fuji by Lord Nobunaga himself. The dude that gets an arrow piercing in the Onimusha intro. This sounds like an amazing setting and time period for the origin story of the Hayabusa clan. Just imagine having this medieval setting with a semi-open world, maybe some new weapons that bring back the verticality from the previous titles, a hook blade of sorts, and just slashing and dashing through hordes of fiends would be super awesome. Just imagine Ryu swinging around with his hook blade and riling up super fast combos mid-air. Oh my god, that would be god tier. I mean, with Seiko Shadows Die Twice and Ghost of Tsushima on the way, the revival of the Asian medieval times in gaming seemed to be at grasp. So it would be the perfect opportunity for Team Ninja to rock the party with a new medieval Ninja Gaiden. To finish things up, let's take a quick look at what Team Ninja is working on right now. Nioh 2. The Japanese medieval Dark Souls Diablo grindfest. The gameplay, enemy design and the medieval setting, I'm a huge sucker for that, is amazing. I'm glad Team Ninja found a footing and got another great franchise on modern systems running. But Nioh feels a bit too close to Dark Souls. While it's fun, the overly grindy and stat-based mechanics are a bit much at times. A lot of modern action games go down this route by giving you infinite micromanaging gameplay tasks. Manage your base, manage your orc army, manage your inventory, spells, weapons, stats. These are mobile game mechanics and mindless tasks that make leveling up your character a chore and not fun. I don't want to do hours of grinding only to progress the story or to defeat a boss. In true Ninja Gaiden fashion, show me their techniques and let me master them. Build in a mission mode where I can perfect my skills if I want to, but don't make them mandatory. But what do you think? What are your predictions for Ninja Gaiden 4 and what do you want to see the most? New playable characters, a new setting in the old ages, an origin story? There is so much to talk about. Post your thoughts in the comments down below and let me know if you want to see more Ninja Gaiden videos. That's it for me. If you enjoyed the video and want to support my channel, click the like button, subscribe and follow me on Twitter. But most importantly, have a great day and get the kick out of gaming.
There you are, Dragon Ninja.
You.
Now this This is ironic. I never expected you to come to the underworld of your own free will.